In my model, other people will call things different things. In my model, I consider a fountain a move where you're moving from, if you're working in same direction. This is a side plane fountain. There are two fountains because you can go overhand, right turn to underhand, left turn back to overhand. That's one of them, right? Because you're overhand here, and then you right turn to underhand and left turn to overhand. That's one version of the fountain. But you could do it this way, where you're overhand on your right, not on your left, and you turn to underhand and then back to overhand. Two different types of fountains. Now, if I were to look at both of those fountains from the back view, the fountain that's overhand on the right to underhand on the left is clockwise. So when you do a clockwise chasing the sun, in my opinion, I would call this a fountain, where you're going from overhand circles to underhand circles, to overhand circles to underhand circles. And then you flatten it out and make it a wall plane movement, which makes it clockwise. Equally so, there's the counterclockwise version, where it's overhand on this side, underhand on this side. Come up and over to overhand to underhand. And then as you flatten this one out, you end up in counterclockwise. From my perspective, pretty much every move can be made into a fountain, where you're going from overhand to underhand to overhand to underhand continuously in an infinite combination. I call it an infinite combination because you could start at any point and come back around to that same point infinitely. So all of these fountains are infinite combos in that way. I'd say the first fountain people really often learn is the weave fountain, which is overhand to underhand to overhand to underhand, which can be flattened into a wall plane movement, which then gets executed more like this. In my model, other people will say different things. There's this guy here, to this guy here, to this guy here. So these are just giants, right? 0 petal flowers. And you're swiveling between them, and then you could just continuously swivel. And I would call this a counterclockwise giant fountain, or 0 petal flower fountain. Or you could be doing a counterclockwise buzzsaw fountain in spin versus the counterclockwise buzzsaw fountain in anti-spin, which do better than me. That one's very poorly executed, but that's the concept.